how to start this. What do other YouTubers do when they start sketchbook tours? Hi, I think I said on my other social media platforms, probably only Tumblr, that I was going to do a sketchbook tour of my most recently finished sketchbook. And then I didn't actually completely finish it. And I was like, okay, I'll save that so I'll have a joint tour of my current one and my last one for later. But for now, I've been looking through all of my older sketchbooks from the last few years of high school, which were during the lockdown. And I think these are a trip. These were some of the most important sketchbooks I've ever done in my entire life. And they hold a very dear place in my heart. So I think I will start... Do I want to start with this one? This is the big sketchbook. These two were what I called my junk sketchbooks. I think I'll do the junk sketchbooks first. We'll do these two first. So these were the ones I would carry with me to and from class. So they have like math work and all sorts of stuff in them. Let's see, this one says I started it on 10/19/2020. Oh goodness. And I was still kind of in my JSC egos phase at this point in time. It was very much fading out, all the Sander sides and the JSC egos. So you're gonna see a lot of notes for your class. I covered up some stuff that was a little more personal with sticky notes, so if you see a lot of those, that's why. Because I believe I started this when we were first allowed to go back to school, like physically in class. And that was very rough, so there's a lot of personal entries and stuff that I had to cover up. But lots of AU work for some Sander side stuff. More classwork. There are a lot of notes. I'm just going to let y'all know there's plenty of words. If you want to read any of the words, feel free to pause, because most of it is story stuff or just classwork, like notes for class. I used it for both. It's hard to look back at these because I remember my mindset I had at the time. I mean, it made me create a lot, but I think I relied too much on my art at this point to kind of distract me from all the stuff that was going on. And we all know there was a lot going on at those points in time. And you will also see this. Lots of cutting. If I had a drawing I really liked, I ended up cutting it out and actually putting it in here. So we'll see those later. Whoop. And the Sonic phase starts. I had a long stint of just Sonic drawings because Sonic characters are truly my comfort zone and happy place, and they have been for many, many years. I do not draw them like this anymore. I draw them more closely to how they do actually look, but I was trying something. Trying to get something more unique. Lots of sketchy thumbnails for comics I never finished. Yeah, really sketchy thumbnails. Some of these are even kind of hard for me to make out. Oop, more cutting. And this was me trying to get into the Sonic the Comic from, I believe it was a British publishing company that made a Sonic comic, not Archie. Oh, OCs! Hey, characters! This is Elias and Valentine. I don't draw them anymore. I should. They were very sweet. Woo, math! Werehog, I had gotten Sonic Unleashed on my Xbox at this point, and I was playing it a lot, and I love the Werehog so much. And Chip. Here's Chip. Here's a little Chip for you. I do love him. I don't like his English dub voice much. It's not great. It's a little silly. I think it grew on me over time, but at the time I was just like, oh, I really don't like his voice. Actually, did I write that down? Yeah, I did! I wrote that down! English dub Chip voice is eh. Trying to do some Sonic origin stuff, I think? I think this is Sonic's story origin, how he found Tails. A few more thumbnails. These were for a comic about Shadow's origin with Maria, and me trying to work out how long he was on the arc, because he said he was, what, 15? So he was probably on the arc for 15 years. Look at this one. Oh! That's so cute! He's so small. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, okay. That's a drawing from a friend of mine. Gosh. More cutting. This rouge looks really nice. Whee! Comic stuff. Lots of comics that I never finished. I don't remember what this drawing was. I have no idea what was here. I can see the remnants of it, but I don't know what it was. And this actually was an AU, which is in the big sketchbook. It's a Sonic Underground AU. They're like moving house, and they go through all of Sonic's few collectibles that he still has, and one of them was a newspaper, I think? Story doodles. Math. Blaze! And a tiny Elise. And trying to draw Silver. Oh, I have drawn Silver before. I didn't think I had drawn Silver before this point, but I did. This was a thumbnail for a painting I was supposed to do for class. It didn't end up coming through. I did something else. AU stuff. This AU was, I think, Sonic and Shadow somehow get beamed up and trapped on the Ark, and there's something living there pretending to be Maria and Gerald, and Sonic for some reason is the only one that can see them, and I really don't remember the rest of that plot. It's probably here, but I'm not gonna read that right now. Knuckles in his hat. Love the hat. Why does... That looks like Sans. He looks like Sans. Oh. I love him in this fluffy coat. Minecraft. Here, Brian, Steve, and Alex. And Tails getting booped on the snoot. Oh, no, I hit the camera. Ah! Lots of Sonic. Look how round he is. Oh, and these two. Little doodles, lots of cutting. Look, a little window. That's Cinderella and Tinkerbell, Minnie Moose. Kirby, Lemmy, Frisk. Oh, there's Undertale drawings here. I kind of miss my Undertale phase. At the same time, I don't, though, because it was a little embarrassing. Link and Zelda. I really don't know what this drawing is. I'm very curious what this was. Trying to figure out how I draw Sonic in Movie Sonic. Big doodle page. Here's the brother trio. We can, yeah, AU stuff. And I still love this little drawing right here. So cute. I think this is when the second movie was starting to either come out or be teased. I'm not entirely sure, but that is definitely why I drew these. Some Team Dark stuff. Also me trying to figure out how to draw Tails. I don't know why I used to struggle with drawing Tails so much. And that one doesn't even look that bad. Why is there an X next to it? That looks pretty good. I was so hard on myself, man. That looks cool. I kind of want to still do that. That was going to be a painting. Both of these were. They were like shape-based. His was a heart and hers was a diamond, I think. Oh no, it's just in a face. Revolving colored pencil. Chow! Lots of Chow! Oh, I love the character Chow. Love, love, love. Oh, did I skip something? I did. Story writing and thumbnails. Also a little headcanon right here. That Shadow is shorter than Sonic. Just because when, I mean, you look at his shoes and they look like they're pumped up. So I was like, oh, what if he's shorter without the shoes? I don't know why I thought that was funny. Personal comic, thumbnailing, and a comic that I was gonna do. It was called Sonic Dark, or like Super Dark. I don't remember. It didn't end up coming out. Sonic Boom! I was watching all of Sonic Boom at this point, too. I was like, man, remember that show that everybody hated and I didn't like at the time, too? I wonder if I should go watch that again. And I did, and I loved it. It's like, you can't compare it to all the other Sonic media. It really is its own thing, and when you look at it that way, it's really good. The jokes are pretty fun, and their dynamics, they're fun. Like, I love Knuckles and Sonic in this show. They're so buddy-buddy. It's awesome. Man. Ah. What is that? Drawing a Hylia, maybe? From that Skyward Sword origin comic? Okay, I have to warn y'all, if you don't like the Dream SMP, which I do not like it anymore. There's quite a few drawings of that in here, as well as the next sketchbook, because I had a bit of a phase with it, so. I still love all these drawings. I don't like the DSMP anymore. It was a straight up mess. This is OC stuff. But, there are quite a few. More Sonic. This is for the Dark Sonic AU. It was supposed to be about how Sonic is like finding out how much he really resonates with all the Chaos Emeralds, and like how Wonder Woman was made out of clay. I was like, what if Sonic was made from chaos energy? I don't know. I thought that was cool. I've been meaning to go back to it, because I think if I expanded on it more, it would be super cool. I kind of miss drawing them like this. This style is fun. The big hands and the big feet. And this might be out of character. You'll probably, if you read this, it is a little out of character. But again, these were all thumbnails and things that I never finished or refined, so. Yeah, poor Knuckles. And I love this page! I love this page! I love this page so much. It was, I was playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, because I think I had just got it in this year. In 2020, I think this is, right? Yeah. And I had just gotten the game, and I was playing it non-stop. I mean, I played it for months and months straight. And I love Rivali. And for a short time, I really did like Rivali and Link's potential, relationship with each other. Not necessarily in a romantic sense, just in a, we started getting buddy-buddy, and I'm not gonna let anybody else know about that. And Zelda teasing him for it. More Sonic! There's a lot of that! This is messy thumbnailing for the Dark Sonic comic. Look, there he is! More DSMP. Hey, we can, like... He can go away. Thanks. I miss drawing some of them. Like, I miss drawing Techno the most. I've been meaning to go back to it. Oh, gosh, here's summer school. Hello! Hi, summer school! I don't miss you. Okay. More drawings from friends. Oh yeah, I meant to say, I do want to go back and draw Techno again at least once, because I want to draw a nice, pretty memorial picture for him. But I haven't really gotten the chance to. Oop! There's some Rambo. And Quackity and Slime School. More Techno and Phil. There's a lot of that, by the way. Like, a lot. More! Woohoo! Oh, hello, dinosaurs. They are cute. Look at these! Oh! Good lord. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of them. Because they were like my big creative break. This was my happiest moment in this year, was drawing these two. Being like friends and all that stuff, and making stories based on all their, you know, videos and streams and all that. These are OCs. This is Adam and Lucas. I have not said a single name. I've just been like, oh, look, my OCs. Yeah, this is Adam and Lucas. But they aren't like this anymore. This is very old. still pretty early concept for their newer stuff. And Ocarina of Time stuff. Because I was watching an Ocarina of Time playthrough. And Cookie Run! Ah, look at that Cookie Run! This is actually 2020 was the year I got into Cookie Run, I believe. So this was probably one of my first drawings for this game. Of course, this Vampire Cookie. I love Vampire Cookie. He's great. More Vampire Cookie. I believe this is the last page of drawings on it. That one looks really good. Is that it? I think there might be one more. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. One more with a few doodles. Yeah. Okay. I believe this is the... Okay, now this is actually the end. Yes. Okay. That one is done. And now we go to this one, which I did either with this one or after. I don't know. The dates will tell us. Okay, I did it after. So this one I started on 6/26/2021. Never wrote the end date. Mostly because I don't think I finished it, so I never went back to dating it. Sonic! This is the only spread out of 2 spreads that will have Sonic on it. The rest of it is... What did I draw in here? I can't remember. Well, that's why we're here. Okay, we'll figure it out. The rest of it is not Sonic. That's what I'll leave it at. More of that. Whee! I did a lot of very angsty comics, I'm starting to realize. I should draw more cute stuff. Rouge. I was still trying to figure out how to draw Rouge at this point. She was always very difficult for me. I struggled with Tails a lot, but I struggled with Rouge more. Hedgehog Trio. I drew Silver again. I have drawn Silver more than I thought. Black Butler. I was revisiting my Black Butler phase. I'm still kind of in that again. I just don't draw them a lot. So it's Finian and Undertaker. I think under here is a drawing of Soma, but I didn't like it much. Can I lift this? Or is it stuck? Oh! Okay, we'll put that back down. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, more Undertaker. Okay. So 90% of the sketchbook is Slimesicle and Emerald Duo, so Phil and Techno. Because I was making a lot of AUs at the time about them. And also the Quackadoos section of the DSMP had just opened up. And that was the only reason why I started watching the DSMP, is because at the time I was watching Quackity as well as Slimesicle. So there's going to be a lot of that. And this is an AU my friend made. It was a Black Butler streamer AU. And I don't think it went too entirely far, but it went far enough that I was like, hey, what if Slimesicle was Undertaker? Hear me out. Comic stuff. Comic and design stuff. And a very light pencil. This is hard to see. There we go. More comics. There's a lot of comics in here. I used to draw comics religiously. Like, those were my jam. And they're not so much anymore. Oh, and Marin and Link! Ah! I love them. I miss them. There's also a lot of math in here, too. Yeah. Math and notes. Because I was also still in school. This was my last 2 years of high school. So I was, like, cramming all the notes in random spots. This is not shit, by the way. Please don't look at this and think this is shit. It's not. It was supposed to be based off of someone's animatic I remember seeing. Slimesicle stuff. Based off of his... Can I call them? I don't remember. What was it called? The Slimesicle Cinematic Universe, I think is what they called it. That's what this is based off of. Holy good moly. More comics. There's some Schlatt. I tried connecting, I believe what that was, is I was trying to connect the Slimesicle cinematic stuff to the SDMP lore that he had. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. And Rambo and Science School interacting. Still the connection stuff. Very much AU things. Cookie Run! Here's some Madeline. These were my first drawings of Madeline ever! Wow. He's so silly looking. Some more Slime School cinematic stuff. Man, I took this way seriously. But, like, not in a I don't like it anymore way. I think in a I'm still pretty proud of some of these storylines way. Not so much of what they're connected to anymore, but I still kind of love these. More Cookie Run. Madeline and Espresso, they've always been my favorites, and they still will be. I don't play Cookie Run anymore. I don't follow stories of it anymore either. I think after 2022, I stopped really following it all. I do draw Madeline Espresso occasionally still. And this is the start of an AU, I call it the Kingslayer AU, based off of a Bring Me the Horizon song. I'm still very proud of this storyline, and I actually recycled it for something else later on. Yeah. I do still love these. Because they were made with so much love. Like, this whole AU is made with so much love, and I had such a strive and creativity for them. It really was. It was a great creative time for me. It's Cookie Run thumbnails too. I actually posted this one, I believe. Yeah, I did. Cookie Run notes, mostly headcanons, I think. I really don't remember what any of those say, so I'm sorry if they're, like, weird. I don't know what any of these are. More comic thumbnails. Whoop. Man, I drew sideways a lot. I don't think I ever posted these. I wanted to. I did mean to, and I never did. Here's some OCs. There's Jessie, Jenny, and Taylor. Jenny, or not Jenny, but Jessie is no longer a character I use anymore. But I use Taylor and Jenny sometimes. That is not true. I tested that out, and I was like, I don't really want her to have a face at all. So now she just straight up doesn't have a face. Period. That is not under the mask. We'll treat that as a separate entity. But this chick, she doesn't have anything under that mask. Just eyeballs. There's Halloween of 2021. I went as Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Nobody knew who I was. Somebody guessed Jack the Ripper, and I was like, you know what, I'll take Jack the Ripper. Another girl, when I dressed up more formally for it, the girl came up to us and was like, oh, are you Willy Wonka? And I was like, no. But it was very sweet. She was very sweet. I let her believe the Willy Wonka thing. She looked too happy about it. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm Willy Wonka. If you want me to Willy Wonka? Sure. Shroomy. And Licorice. I still really like this drawing of Licorice. My gosh. More comic stuff. I'm not gonna look at that one. Y'all can read that if you want to. There's a lot here, and I think it's all Kingslayer plot, I believe. Here's some Madeline. And Starfish Patrick Slimesicle for some reason. Kingslayer stuff. This one was actually supposed to be finished and created, or turned into a proper comic, but that really did not happen. I feel like I should have done that to a few of these, but I don't know, I'm just glad I have these still. I almost tore up a lot of this stuff, because I had another, like, bad art phase, and I was like, oh, I hate these now. I don't hate them anymore. I love them. This is a whole thing, and if I can find the picture I took before I cut this out, I will, put that on the screen. Mettaton! And Blukey, but human. Or I suppose not human, just like Mettaton is. Robot body. And little Blukey in the corner. That was supposed to be a whole painting. Didn't end up happening. Some some JSC stuff. I think I was feeling very nostalgic for the JSC stuff, so I drew a little bit of it. There's a Rambo when Ghost Boo came around. I don't remember the context of that rabbit blade. Bunny blade? I called him Bunny blade. I don't remember that, but I think a lot of people were drawing Techno as a bunny instead of a pig for a while. I feel like there was a reason for it, but I really couldn't tell you. That one's cute. OCs, this is Senate and Valil. They're supposed to be D&D OCs, but I don't play D&D, so they never ended up getting used. And I drew this for fun. It's Fish and Chips from Just Roll With It. Or not Fish and Chips from Just Roll With It. That's not their name. That's their, I guess, duo name. I can't remember what their actual names are. And is that it? That might be it. I think the rest of this is math homework. Hold on. There's a few drawings here and there. Like this one. And these. Whoop, going out of frame. Homework, thumbnails. Homework, homework. What happened? Hello? What happened to this? Oh my gosh, anyway, vanilla cookie. Pure vanilla cookie. Ooh, I love those. Whoa, those look cool. Man, what happened to that? Alright, yeah, I think it's all just, yeah, all just random doodles and mostly work, because I was doing a lot of hard working. It was classwork at that point, we were almost done. Yeah. So that one's done. Woohoo. Alright. Now we get on to this bad boy. This was the main sketchbook between those two. So these two were things I took into class and drew during class and for notes and all that stuff. This one was the one I did like all the drawings that were focused and not just senseless doodles. Yeah. I started this one in December of 2019, which, by the way, is not the true honest start year. I mean, I did start it then, but I really only did 3 pages, and then I came back to it 2 years later. I did set goals in this, yeah. I think I actually made all of these goals. I think I did all of those. Maybe not to finish before the end of 2021. I may not have done that. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Yep, started December 26, 2019, and ended December of, who knows, 2021. So yeah, here's the 2019 drawings. I don't honestly remember the thought process behind most of these. I do love this egg. Why is there an egg? There's a little bit of JSC in here. Just a teeny weeny bit. And this particular sketchbook is an ELO sketchbook. I did end up loving this book. It was a little too smooth for me. I do like texture in my sketchbooks, less so how smooth this one is. It's also not acid-free. So I have noticed there's been a lot of weird color transfer from stuff I glued in here, and also some yellowing and some small parts. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Holy cow, Eddsworld. Whoa. I did not know I revisited some Eddsworld in here. Mostly Tord, of course. Of course, Tord. Sidon!
Above you!
And Link. Oh, I still love this little doodle here. Remus and Roman. So, some Sandersides too. Goodness gracious, what is happening there? That's not great. I hope that doesn't become a problem later. Sandersides, I think this is when... Yeah, this is when the 2019 stuff stops. So now we're in 2021, so it took me 2 years to come back to this book. Matter of fact, I even wrote, actually using the sketchbook, unheard of, in the corner. So this is when the Sonic phase was in full form. It was pretty dang strong. The brain rot was intense. And I'm not even mad about it, because literally look at the difference between the 2019 pages and these. And I think you can tell me getting back into Sonic was a fantastic thing to happen. I mean, goodness gracious, look at these. They're so cool. And this one actually still looks really good. Oh, this little paper cutout. Oh, I forgot I did that. He's so cute. He was also really difficult now that I'm remembering him. Yeah. But he was definitely worth the struggle. Magazine cutout. Chip! Precious Chip. Knuckles. I think you can tell Sonic's my favorite. Sonic and Shadow are my favorites. Knuckles is a third favorite. Some Rouge. Some Snapcube dub. References. And a me page I drew myself. And my dog. Oh, I do miss her a lot. Oh. Some aggressive petting. She was such a sweetheart. I miss her. Sonic. Man, I did a lot of really cool layout stuff in this book. I should start doing all of that again. Is there anything under here? Oh yeah, there's a Shadow under there. Hello, Shadow. What about you? Oh, hey! It's Mephiles!
Dickhead! What the f-
A lot of these pages are going to be, like, 30 different styles, because I was struggling real hard to figure out how I wanted to draw Sonic characters. Alright, that's one of the cutouts from that other book. I really like this Tails. He looks really good. He's cute too. Some Slime School stuff. I was rewatching some old streams. I drew a bunch of them. I really like this. That is cool. Comfort characters page. Snoopy, Winnie the Pooh. And Woodstock, of course. I love drawing Snoopy. He's so round and friend-shaped. And Sonic. I remember being really proud of this particular page. AU stuff! I also remember being proud of this page. I do like, this is goofy. I love that. But yeah, this is the one where they get stuck on the ark. Amy! Hello, Amy. One thing I used to do a lot with Amy is I kept forgetting to draw her little 3 things up here, so her head would just be like really bald. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I really wish I hadn't forgotten that. Blaze. This is still one of my favorite drawings I've done to this day. More Blaze. Lots of AU stuff. Oh my goodness. I had so many stories locked in my brain. And I really wanted to get all of them out. Yeah, this is the arc one too. I really like that Maria. Whoop! Hello. More stuff I cut out. This is like a whole page. Oh my goodness. This is OC stuff. So that's Astrid and that's Lucas. And then there's Adam. Because Sonic Underground, as well as the Saturday morning one, they were like my childhood. This drawing was on my phone for the longest time. I'm surprised it's in such good shape. Here's some Sonic. This is the thumbnail, and I'm actually gonna go grab this. Hold on. These thumbnails were for this thing. So I had like a whole little mini booklet comic planned. I was gonna make about, I'd say 3 or 4 of these. And I did nothing in it. I put it together, I stapled it, I did all this stuff. I made it look cool. And then I just ended up, you know, not doing it. Which is unfortunate because, honestly, I think some of these ideas for these thumbnails are still kind of cool. It's all Dark Sonic stuff. I was like really into Dark Sonic at this point. This was when the Breath of the Wild Hyrule Warriors came out. His name is Aster? Oh, okay. But yeah, I really liked him. Ooh, this is one of my favorite pages or spreads in here. Can you tell who my favorite Breath of the Wild character was? I love Revali. I still love Revali. He's such a little... He's a little menace is what he is, but I love him. This SA2 anniversary. And my Animal Crossing character. I actually ended up returning Animal Crossing because I played it, I think, for a few months and then never touched it again. And I was like, okay, if it's just gonna rot, I'm gonna return it. But it was fun while I had it. This wasn't my type of game. Minecraft. Creeper. I still like the way I drew this creeper. And I'm projecting my cat allergies on him. This was gonna be an animatic, but Krita crashed on me too much and I ended up giving up on it. Schlatt. People loved this drawing. I still love this drawing, so I understand. Oh, okay. I might blur that, actually. Just in case. See? Look at these cool spreads. I didn't even use the page for this. Well, I did here. I drew on this. But, for the most part, all I did was glue stuff in. I still love 90% of these drawings. They're all very good. And they're all from this, I think. Oh no, not this. I didn't cut stuff out in this one. I cut stuff out in this one. They're all from here. Look at me go. Oh my gosh, I was drawing so much at this point. Wow. I guess this is what happens when you have a lot of free time in high school. Cookie run. I think we're about to approach the end here. Actually, this here, I remember specifically. This was my very first cookie run drawing ever. I did this in the middle of math class. And it was the day I had first opened the game. And my first cookie, I think, was Clover. Minus the few that I think you get in the beginning by default. But I think, don't you pull for Clover? And I think I pulled for Clover and he was my first pull. And Madeline. His costume had come out, and I loved his, oh my gosh, what was it called? It was a Halloween costume for an event, and I loved it so much. These were all referenced, like, these and this one, were all referenced from the Zelda, I'm not gonna call them art books, because they're not art books. One of them is. But I think these came from one of the encyclopedia books, or the artifacts book? One of them. The big chunky ones. Oh, there's that big page I cut out. It's got that comic I said I would put on the screen. I still love this one. I do like that one too. All the shapes I used to do. Very good shapes. Good shapes. Sephiroth. And there's a Pinterest reference I ended up giving up on because I didn't like it. This was towards the end of my SDMP phase, because they started wrapping up their story, and then it was over, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not as interested anymore. Snoopy! Look at that. I should do that on a Christmas card one year. That's adorable. Cookie Run. This one is still one of my favorite drawings ever. Look at these two. They're adorable, and the shapes are really nice too. There's Red Velvet and Chifton? Chifton or Chiffin? I don't know. But his little cake hound friend. And Project Sakai. Empty Sakai Miku. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, we're done. Alright, I have a few things back here, I think, though, that I can show. Including an image I took with a camera. So these were also AU doodles, just for comic idea stuff, that I never ended up gluing into the book. I meant to, but in terms of Sonic phase, I did start to kind of fall off of it a little. I think I digitalized this one, but I never posted it. And Fender Sides. I believe that's it. I think with those, we are done. If I can get them back in the hole. There we go. All right. And that, my friends, was my lockdown sketchbook tour. 3 sketchbooks. I'm currently recording this, and it's almost been a whole hour. Goodness gracious. I think I'm gonna try and cut that down and it may not be a whole hour. I don't want this video to drag on too entirely long. So I'll wrap it up by saying thank you if you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my scruffy little books. I think these 3 are my most important books I have ever done. They mean so much to me. They were such a turning point in both like my life as well as my artistic life. So these things really helped me get through a lot, and I hope y'all enjoyed seeing them. So with that done and done and done, I will say bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!